What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, like you see, I got my work clothes on, and listen, I'm going to talk to you guys today. I'm going to get to a point of understanding with some of you guys out there. Now, what I'm about to say is not to all my loyal listeners, but this is just for a select few that I notice in the comments section always got something crazy to say when they don't agree with what I agree with, you know, or what I say. And that's cool. But I just wanted to establish something real fast. Let me begin by saying this. What I'm talking about is I did a story, you know, recent story that broke last week about the kid, I forgot his name, Austin, I forgot his last name, may he rest in peace, that was killed at a track meet, the football player out there in Frisco, Texas. Shout out Frisco. Now, I made that thing where, you know, he was stabbed and by another student, right? And I made the story, and then I went back and did a follow-up on the story, and I spoke basically about how, you know, they emphasized more on who the student was than the actual crime itself, and how they seemed to be, the media was like basically going into the background of the one that died and not talking about the one who stabbed him. Carmelo Anthony was his name, I think. Just gave my honest assessment. I was like, he did some vile shit, but on my platform, I don't feel as though until all the information come out, I can't vilify this kid, because I wasn't there. A lot of y'all wasn't there. We don't know. Seemed like, you know, to me, two kids getting into it, you know, one ain't gonna back down from the other, so on and so forth. I said it was more to the story. Just gave my honest assessment. That's all I can do as a content creator. Be fair. And I thought it was a good video, and I thought I made a valid point. You know what I'm saying? But for some odd reason, you know, some people got upset, said a couple of things, which I don't give a fuck about. I mean, being honest, I don't give a shit. I mean, who cares? But I mean, I try to give you the best content I can as a creator myself on my platform. And I try to be honest in my assessments and commentary that I give you when I'm dealing with situations such as the crimes and stuff, and people get victimized like they do. For some odd reason, it seemed like the ones, you can tell they don't watch the video, and that's the thing I don't like. I mean, not everybody watches the whole video, but you could say one word in the video or one phrase, and all of a sudden that's the whole main topic of the video, that this person or that person then figured out in their head of what I'm going to say next. And then they attack in the comment section with some of the stupidest shit. And then when you hear what they say, I'm like, I can tell this motherfucker ain't even watched the whole video. That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to watch the whole video to make a comment. I understand that. But I mean, I'm not some person that's going to be swayed by, you know, negative sentiment in the comment section. I don't go with the herd. I don't run with the pack. I got where I got at in my life from doing certain things and codes that I live by. I react and deal with people the way they deal with me. I look at situations not from an action standpoint, but the cause and the motive for said action. You see it in the reflection of me when I talk about these different crimes and situations in my video. A lot of times you'll see the anger in me, because like I can't fathom somebody being an adult having common sense doing something that they're on the news doing. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not a bastion of knowledge and a know-all and see-all of everything that's around me to where I'm a genius when it comes to things. I've been wrong on several videos that I had came back and apologized to victims and victims' families for seeing something different than what it was or I projected it to be. That's the best I can do as a human being. I'm one of them people where, like, if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. And I'm more than sure you've seen other content creators say this. And I just wanted to get this out because it's just crazy to me how many people out here, you know, watch me and, you know, or just come across my channel and then say, oh, well, you supposed to feel like this because you black. Or you supposed to be like this because this is how. Stop that shit. I'm telling you, stop that shit. My channel's not a pro-black channel. My channel is a people's channel. It's a common sense channel. If that's what you're looking for, there are other content creators out there that will placate to that type of narrative. I don't. I've been all over. 52 years, I've been all over. I lived in multiple states, lived around all types of people, and I react with the world the way the world reacts with me. And I try to live my life on a common sense standpoint, and I try to reflect outward what's inside of me. It's not for everybody. My channel might not be for everybody, but I try to give you a fair assessment of stories I do, and, you know, I try to, you know, just be honest with you guys. And it's okay to disagree. And the thing that's crazy is, you know, the male comments and then the female comments are a little bit different in the way that they say things. And I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you don't like something I say, it's nothing wrong with that. But like, my thing is this, just watch the video, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm all over the damn place. You see that in my live streams. I can start saying something and mean something else and go all the way to the point where I'll bring you right back around to say one thing. That's just a flaw that I have as a human being. I'm not nobody special. I'm just a regular guy that does videos on here with you guys. You know, for you guys. I try to give you the best content I can. My channel's growing, you know, thank God. And I've reached plateaus I never thought I would reach on YouTube. And it's all because of you. You know, and it's like, you know, I'm looking, my channel is for a lot of people to come together, view their opinions, talk like adults about adult situations and common sense out here. I mean, in common events, current events, where we could offer introspect from a different standpoint of seeing it. I've learned a lot from you guys in the comments section, just like you guys have learned a lot from me with some of the things I say. And I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, this wasn't a bash video or a rant video. It's just crazy how, like, you know, for us to be adult, some people say some of the craziest stuff, almost like guilt shaming tactics to get somebody to see something the way they say, the way they feel, rather than just saying it and giving the person the option to agree to disagree. We adults. You know what I'm saying? My channel's one of them channels where, you know, I try to give you free acceptance, free speech. Everybody's welcome, you know, as long as it's respectful. But sometimes, man, you know, people fall through the cracks and they get mad and want you to think like them and all this other stuff. You won't get that here. So I'm sorry to disappoint you. You know, just like different flavors that are out in the world, everybody don't like the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say about it. I respect you all for watching my videos. I respect you guys, you know, as family. You know, DRC is family strong and it grows every day. But I mean, as far as me being somebody other than myself, I can't do it. And if you're looking for somebody to change to your opinions, you might want to look elsewhere. Yeah. And one more thing before I get out of here. And I want you guys to hear me on this. I go off of a news story where it's already out in the media, it's out in the public. A lot of times I get people, and I know you guys don't mean no harm, and you guys are saying in the comment section, oh, well, I heard this, I heard that, I heard this. I can't go off of hearsay. I can't. When I'm doing my videos, I can't. I go off of a news article, what's in a news article, even though sometimes they get stuff wrong and I'll come back and do another one. You know, I have to go out what's publicly here where I can show you, where you can see and then get an assessment for yourself. A lot of people, you know, and it's not a strike against anybody, it's just the way things are. A lot of people that get on Instagram that are close to family members or close to this, and then they'll put these rumors out there, whether they real or not, and I can't tell the difference, so I don't use them. A lot of times, you know, you guys will send me a post where it says have somebody talking, and they'll say, oh, well, this person was this, or this person was that in real life, and this and that. This is why this and that happened. I can't use that type of stuff because it's just gossip to me. You know what I'm saying? Unless I got something solid to stand on that I can show you visually, you know what I'm saying? Or from my own mouth where I've seen and got permission to say something to you guys, then I'll use it. And I think the big thing with a lot of the comments that I get that are negative, where people go off on me like, oh, well, I heard this. You know that, boy, this, you know this, you know that. Listen. If I ain't see it and I'm just going by what a stranger is saying, I'm not going to put that out there. I'm not, because everything, you know, it's many sides to a coin. I mean, to a story. And I just go with what's out there. So I hope you can understand that. But anyway, let me finish up this video. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and thanks for listening.